I never imagined I'd be the one who had to reveal the truth, but here it is. The lies they've spread about our breakup are beyond belief. In a twist that shocked even me, they've been telling everyone that our relationship ended because of something so untrue. It pains me to say this, but the real reason we're no longer together is far different from the lies being told. When the truth finally comes out, it'll be clear that the story they've been spinning is nothing but a web of deceit. Our love deserved honesty, but instead, all it got were fabricated tales and a string of untruths. I couldn't believe it when I heard the false reasons they've been giving for our split, completely disregarding what really happened. In their version of events, I'm painted as the villain, but the reality is much more complex and heartbreaking. The lies they've told about our breakup hurt more than the breakup itself. It's like a second betrayal. It's shocking to discover that they would go to such lengths to protect their own image, even if it means tarnishing mine. Every lie they've told about why we're no longer together is a dagger to my heart, each one more painful than the last. The truth about our breakup is something they're not ready to face, so they hide behind false accusations and slander. I never thought they would stoop so low as to fabricate stories about our relationship's end. The real reason we aren't together anymore is something they can't admit to, so they've created an entirely different narrative. When you hear their version of why we broke up, remember that the truth is often stranger than fiction. I wish I could say it doesn't bother me, but the lies they've spread about our breakup are deeply hurtful. It's hard to move on when the person you loved is spreading falsehoods about the reasons for your split. Their lies about why we aren't together anymore are a desperate attempt to rewrite history in their favor. I'm here to set the record straight. The stories they're telling about our breakup are far from the truth. It's astonishing how they twist the facts to make themselves look innocent, while I bear the brunt of their deceit. The truth about our breakup is something they couldn't handle, so they resorted to lies instead. Our love story was real, but the reasons they've given for its end are nothing but fiction. In their need to come out looking good, they've fabricated reasons for our breakup that are completely untrue. Hearing the lies they've told about our breakup feels like a betrayal all over again. They've rewritten our history with falsehoods to save face, but the truth cannot be hidden forever. I never expected them to lie about why we're no longer together, but here we are, facing another layer of deception. Their fabricated stories about our breakup are an attempt to mask their own faults and failures. It's shocking how easily they lie about the reasons we're no longer together, completely ignoring the real issues. I had hoped for honesty, even in our breakup, but instead, they've chosen to spread lies. The real reasons for our breakup are too painful for them to admit, so they've created a false narrative. Every lie they've told about our breakup is a reminder of how little our love truly meant to them. Their need to appear blameless has led to a series of lies about why we aren't together anymore. I can't believe they would fabricate stories about our breakup to make themselves look better. The truth about our breakup is hidden behind a wall of lies they've constructed. Hearing the false reasons they've given for our breakup makes me question if I ever really knew them. Their lies about our breakup are a desperate attempt to avoid facing the real reasons we ended. I never thought they would stoop so low as to lie about why we aren't together anymore. The fabricated stories they've been telling about our breakup are a clear sign of their inability to face the truth. Every lie they tell about why we broke up feels like a fresh wound on my heart. Their false narratives about our breakup are more hurtful than the breakup itself. It's painful to know that instead of owning up to the real reasons for our split, they've chosen to lie. The truth about why we aren't together anymore is buried under a mountain of lies they've spread. It's heartbreaking to hear the false reasons they've given for our breakup, knowing the real story is so different. They've twisted the truth so much that our breakup story has become unrecognizable. I never thought they would lie about our breakup, but the stories they're telling are far from reality. Their need to look innocent has led to a series of lies about why we aren't together anymore. Hearing the fabricated reasons for our breakup is like a knife to the heart, over and over again. The lies they've told about why we broke up show how little they valued our relationship. They've rewritten our breakup story to suit their needs, but the truth remains unchanged. It's shocking to hear the lies they've spread about our breakup, completely ignoring the real issues. Their false narratives about why we aren't together anymore are an attempt to hide their own faults. Each lie they've told about our breakup is a betrayal of the love we once shared. They've painted me as the villain in our breakup story, but the reality is much more complex. The truth about why we broke up is something they can't face, so they've resorted to lies. Their fabricated stories about our breakup are a desperate attempt to avoid the truth. It's painful to hear the false reasons they've given for our breakup, knowing the real story is so different. They've twisted the truth so much that our breakup story has become unrecognizable. Hearing the lies they've spread about our breakup makes me question if I ever really knew them. Their need to appear blameless has led to a series of lies about why we aren't together anymore. The false reasons they've given for our breakup are an attempt to protect their own image. It's heartbreaking to hear the lies they've spread about our breakup, knowing the real story is so different.